Hello, I'm R. Kishore Khanna, Assistant Professor, Department of Biomedical Engineering, School of Bioengineering from Bharat Institute of Higher Education and Research. In this video, I'm here to give lecture on intra-aortic balloon pumping called IABP from the course name called Medical Instrumentation 2. IABP, intra-aortic balloon pump, is being considered as a temporary or a short time period support for the left ventricle by mechanically displacing blood within the aorta. So IABP is being used in Department of Cardio. Cardiac department uses the IABP for providing a temporary support for the left ventricle by a mechanical displacing blood within the aorta. IABP is being used. IABP is being used during cardiac surgeries and for during open heart surgery as well as during angiogram also. Sometimes when it is being needed, IABP is being widely used. It will be providing mechanical support for making the patient to be alive till the therapy or surgery is being completed. So this is the ultimate aim, and for this process only IABP is being constructed and meant for. It is the most common and widely available methods. IABP is the most common and widely available methods for mechanical circulatory support. For mechanical circulatory support, IABP is the most common and widely available. Why? Because it is simple, it is reliable, and it is efficient to process to provide the mechanical support for the left ventricle part. So when it is being compared with other procedure is being considered to be quite complex when it is being compared with IABP. So IABP is widely and commonly used methodology for mechanical circulatory support in cardiac process or in cardiac department. And IABP is being traditionally used in surgical and non-surgical patients with cardiogenic shock. People with cardiogenic shock defects or people with any defects in their cardiology or any defect in their heart means they will be provided mechanical support by using this IABP, whether the patient may be surgical or non-surgical. For providing a mechanical support for short time period or for temporary basis, IABP is being widely used. Now we are going to see, now we know what is IABP, for what function IABP is being meant for. Now we are going to know what is the actual purpose, actual need and actual purpose of the IABP. And these are being considered as the ultimate goals of IABP. IABP is being used for this goals and this purposes only to increase myocardial oxygen supply, to increase the parameter level of myocardial oxygen supply. Myocardial O2 supply will be increased while the cardiac surgery is being performed by the IABP. And it is also used to decrease the myocardial oxygen according to the demand. So increasing the myocardial O2 and decreasing the myocardial O2 according to the need and demand of the cardiac process or according to the need and demand of the heart of a human body, this IABP is being used. So for increasing and decreasing the myocardial oxygen level, IABP is being used in cardiac department. And it is also used for improvement of cardiac output, improvement of CO. IABP is being used. And why it is being used? Because it will use to increase the coronary perfusion pressure. For improving the cardiac output, it will be increasing the coronary perfusion pressure. So these are the ultimate goals of the IABP. First one is to increase the myocardial oxygen according to the need and to decrease the myocardial oxygen according to the demand of the human body and the heart. And the last one is improvement of cardiac output by performing to increase the coronary perfusion pressure. These are the actual goals and purpose of IABP. Now we are going to see about the indications. What are the indications? What are the signs will occur, or what are the situation to use the IABP? First one is cardiac failure. Whenever a patient is being admitted and being provided with temporary support due to cardiac problem like cardiac shock, cardiac arrest, cardiac block, or any kind of defect occurred in heart, due to that a patient is being admitted means they will be considered as cardiac failure patients. So whenever cardiac failure or cardiac defected patient is being admitted, to provide the mechanical support for left ventricle, we will be using the IABP to that patients. And for the situation like refractorily unstable angina, this is the situation where sometimes our transplant people are what to say uh, overgrowth in cardiac structure. People like this situation will be facing this indication. So for them also to provide the mechanical support to left ventricle, our IABP is being used. And for providing some perioperative treatment to reduce or to control the complication which will be happening due to myocardial interaction or infraction during the cardio surgery process, this IABP is being used to reduce the perioperative treatment, to reduce the risk of the patient while performing the cardiac surgery. IABP is being widely used, and it is meant for that only, to reduce the risk by providing the mechanical support needed for the heart to function properly until it is being cured, until it is being repaired by the surgeon or physician as a bridge. And it also used as a bridge to cardiac transplantation. Whenever a open heart surgery or replacement of heart, or a heart is being exchanged or replaced for considered it to be a transplant or implant, our IABP is being used as a mechanical support to make the people to be alive till the surgery is being complete by providing the mechanical support. So these are the indications when the IABP should be used to the patients. So we know what is IABP, and we know what how it is being used, and we know what is the function, actual function of IABP, and now we know what are the indication and situation to which kind of people IABP is being used to make them alive. So IABP is being completely belongs to cardiac department. So whatever people with cardiac failure or cardiac defect, they will be supported to be alive, to make them alive with the mechanical support by IABP. Now we are going to see about actual physiological effects of IABP therapy. Now we are going to see what are the effects of IABP therapy which is being provided to the patient to make them alive during the cardiac surgery process, or cardiac defectory process, to make them alive or to keep them alive. What are the effects is being done by IABP will be explained in this slide. IABP inflates at one set of diastole. Heart sound is being classified into two types, systole and diastole. Heart will be pumping. Heart is an organ which is used as a blood pumping machine in human body. According to the diastole, systole and diastole, heart sound is being, heart murmur is being classified. So during the sound of diastole only, IABP will be inflating its balloon inside the cardiac area or cardiac part, and it will be deflating during systole, or before systole occurs, deflation of intra-aortic blood pump will be happening. So IABP will be inflating during diastole. Before systole comes, it will be deflating. So this is the actual physiological working effects of IABP. And the magnitude of this effect will be completely depends upon the balloon volume of IABP, heart rate of the human patient or human body, as well as aortic complications of the human body. So it will be varying according to the health condition of the patients. So surgeons and doctors will be deciding in what heart rate, in what kind of signs IABP should be used for inflating and deflating, for providing the mechanical support for the cardiac process. So these are the physiological effects of IABP. IABP will be deflating during diastole. Before the systole yet to happen, it will be deflating. Inflating during diastole and deflating before systole is the physiological effect of IABP. And balloon volume plays a vital role. It it has the ability and it has the property to provide the mechanical support for temporary basis. So choosing the balloon volume, deciding the heart rate, aortic complaints of the human body or a patient will be decided by the surgeon or a doctors to provide that mechanical support to that human body. And inflation and deflation will be the synchronous to the patient. That will be happening like a cyclic process. So during cardiac cycle, this inflation and deflation will be happening continuously to the patient till the mechanical support is being needed from the IABP. And inflammation of the balloon causes an augmented diastolic pressure. Due to the inflammation in the cardiac cycle, due to the balloon, it will be leading to produce some diastolic pressure, it seems. Augmented diastolic pressure will be produced or developed or constructed due to this inflammation of the balloon. And the deflammation of IABP will be reducing the left ventricles afterload. So inflammation will be leading to augmented diastolic pressure, and deflammation or deflation of IABP will be reducing the afterload of left ventricle. By this process only, mechanical support is being provided to the left ventricle till it is being needed for temporary basis. So in this pictorial representation, they have shown how the balloon is being used for during systole and diastole for the inflation as well as the deflation. In systole, they have been removing it. During the diastole, they will be inserting it. Before the systole yet to happen, the deflation will be occurring. Inflation will be occurring only in diastole. By doing this during the cardiac cycle only, mechanical support will be provided to the human body. And this pictorial representation explains about the IABP inflation during diastole, and this pictorial representation will be pictorial representation explaining about the deflation of IABP during the systole. See, in picture itself, you can see the changes. Here it is being in bulgier area where the pressure is being built and sent through the balloon. In this systole picture, before the head to systole to happen, in this picture, you can visibly see the size of the balloon is being reduced. So by providing the pressure by inflation and deflation during diastole and systole only, IABP will be working and providing the mechanical support to the heart for the regulation or to make the cardiac cycle to be normal, this diastole and systole, this inflation and deflation is being done by using IABP. So during diastole, augmentation of systolic pressure will be produced. As we said in before slide itself, during diastole, augmentation of systolic pressure will be produced. During systole, there will be decrease in afterload in left ventricle. So these are the properties of diastole. During diastole, these are the indications or the situation or a properties will be happening. During the diastole, these are the situation and indication will be happening when IABP is being in the process. So during diastole, inflation will be occurring. When inflation is been occurring in the cardiac cycle, augmentation of diastolic pressure will be happening, and there will be increase in coronary perfusion. Increased in coronary perfusion, which leads to the regulation or next step in the cardiac cycle. And it is an important reason why the cardiac cycle is being regulated without any delay or without any collision. And it also increases the myocardial oxygen supply according to the need of the cardiac cycle. So these are the indication happening during the diastole, where the inflammation or inflation of the balloon will be occurred by IABP. And next part is systole, which is known as, which is been considered as the deflation mode of IABP. During deflation, IABP leads to decreasing in afterload in left ventricle, decrease in cardiac work, decrease in myocardial oxygen due to the consumption and need and demand, increase in cardiac output. So these are the cyclic process, or these are the cyclic indication will be regularly happening to perform that cardiac cycle without any collision or without any confusion. So these are the indication during the systole as well as in the diastole. Okay, this is known as IABP, intra-aortic balloon pumping mission. This is the external part, this is the front view, and this is the back view. This example is being taken from the company called Macquart, and this model is being said to be CS100, where continuously it can monitor or it can provide IABP temporary mechanical support for 100 hours. That is the exact meaning of explanation of CS100. And this IABP mission will be located in cardiac department as well as in OT as well as in emergency ward, and in sometimes in ICU also this IABP mission is being used. So where and all surgery is being cardiac surgery is being performed, where and all cardiac support is being required, this IABP mission will be used. So this IABP mission completely belongs to two departments. One is Department of Cardiology in hospitals as well as in surgical and operation theater department in hospitals. Now we know what is the need, what is the function, how it is working, what are the indications, what are the situation, how the cardiac cycle is being processed by using inflation and deflation by IABP. Now we are going to know about IABP catheter. IABP catheter is being a component or a part of intra-aortic balloon pump, and that catheter will be in 10 to 20 centimeter long, and it will be made up of polyurethane bladder. Polyurethane bladder they will be terming it. Why? Because it is being made with the material called polyurethane material. And why it is being made up of polyurethane means it is non-toxic. It doesn't affect the internal immune system, as well as it is not non-toxic. So due to this property, that 10 to 20 centimeter long catheter is being made up of polyurethane bladder, and it has the capacity of 25 cc to 50 cc, and generally it is enough to have this much of capacity for providing the pressure, for building the pressure and for releasing the pressure through the catheter. And the shaft of the balloon catheter contains two lumens. One will be allowing for gas exchange for console to balloon, and another will be considered as a exit way, or it will be used for catheter delivery over a guided wire which is being connected from external machine to internal body, as well as it is also used to monitor the central aortic pressure after the installation of this catheter. So these are the components and function of IABP catheter to provide that mechanical support during into the left ventricle during the cardiac surgery or during the cardiac process. And this is the IABP catheter, intra-aortic balloon pump catheter, which we have been seeing about its features. This is the wired one, where there will be two kind of wires. One will be acting as uh, allowing the gas exchange to console to the balloon, and another lumen, another wire which is in red color, will be considered as a second lumen generally, and it will be used as a delivery over a guided wire which will be embedded inside the tube of that 10-20 centimeter long urethane bladder catheter, and it is being used for monitoring the central aortic pressure after the installation of IABP inside the human body. By inserting this, by providing this features only, mechanical support can be built and it can be performed through the balloon during the inflation and distillation during the systole and diastole. So this much process has been happening, and this much working principle is being begun a simple intra-aortic balloon catheter, and this component or this instrument which is being used in the healthcare domain is been completely constructed by the biomedical engineers, and they know how to handle, how to stimulate, how to control the process of the IABP. So whenever cardiac surgery is been happening, sometimes cardiac surgery will be happening for long time period. Multiple doctors will be engaging to perform surgery like open heart surgery or heart transplant will be featuring for 36 to 48, sometimes 72, up to 72 hours also surgery will be performed. So for monitoring, for that mechanic, providing that mechanical support, a biomedical engineer will be playing a vital role to operate or to control the working of the IABP module. So now, after knowing about the catheter and its properties and its features, and now we are going to see about the positioning of that IABP catheter. That means now we are going to see about the position of the balloon which is being inserted, which is providing the mechanical support needed for the cardiac cycle. End of the balloon should be just distal. That means 1 to 2 centimeter end of the balloon should be kept and like idle, it should be distal, and to take off the left subclavian artery, position should be confirmed by the x-ray or fluoroscopy. Now, in later days, in past, it is been confirmed by fluoroscopy or chest x-ray. Nowadays people are using endoscopy application for internal structure viewing. So for performing IABP, endoscopy also will be combined as a single module to be to monitor, to capture the what is happening inside the internal human body structure. So this is the positioning of a balloon to provide the inflate and deflate during the diastole and systole. And this is the operating mode of the IABP console, through which human parameters or a patient health condition can be controlled, and it is used to process or control the working of IABP to provide the mechanical support to the left ventricle through the intra-aortic balloon pumping machine. And see, there are three modes available in operation mode. One is manual, another one is auto, another one is semi-auto. Manual means completely controlled by the professional personnel who will be controlling the actual operation according to the needs and demands and changes happening according to the health condition of the patient. They will be operating this IABP to perform the cardiac cycle with the required mechanical support. And auto means automatically a sensor will be placed. It will be composed with many sensors. So according to the changes happening inside the human body, the changes will be sensed by the sensor and it will be automatically changing its modes, and it will be doing the need according to the patient's health condition to make the process smooth and simple, and to avoid the complexity. Automatically it will be doing in auto mode. But semi-auto mode means partial. It is a combination, it is a hybrid. It will be combined with both manual as well as auto. Manually, it needs a command to perform the automatic process. So that is known as semi-auto. These are the operation mode existing in the IABP console. And standby means resume or pause button will be considered as a standby. And to start the initiating process to provide the mechanical support, we should go for a start button. And IABP inflammation and deflammation positioning from left to right or right to left or earlier or later will be adjusted by these modules. And augmentation level, pressure level will be increased and decreased for minimum to maximum, or maximum to minimum will be decided by the augmentation console. And IABP frequency will be set and reset according to the distal and systole and diastole pressure. And ECG, and sometimes people with pacemaker also will be induced with some IABP for mechanical support. That can be arranged according to the trigger source. What we need, what actually is being required will be set as a trigger source. And if something has been going beyond the situation, it will be alerting through the alarm. These are the some of the console operational mode will be available in IABP to provide the mechanical support to the left ventricle with this IABP machine. And triggering modes, there are 5 triggering modes they are saying. One is ECG, second one is AP, we will be calling it as arterial pressure wave, and third one is internal trigger, IN it will be termed, and fourth one is pacer, which will be providing the pace, and fifth one is pacer to ventricle, and pacer to AV node will be considered as the 5 triggering modes available in the IABP for providing the mechanical support to the left ventricles. And these are the IABP frequency of the PQRST wave. You can see the cardiac cycle happening. Cardiac cycle happening according to the mechanical support of IABP. First wave is being explained with this is a one single cardiac cycle, and this fall will be showing the systolic pressure end, and this rise will be showing the systole, assisted systole and unassisted systole will be shown there. Fall will be the diastolic, and peak rise will be the systolic, and the drop or trigger will be considered as the diastolic augmentation, which is being controlled and provided by the IABP machine as a mechanical support to the left ventricle. And now we are going to see about the disadvantage or complication for using the IABP. Complication of IABP are limb ischemia, bleeding from the site and internal. Why? Because we are inserting a module like a wire tube, polyurethane made wire tube, which has been 10 to 20 centimeter. While we are handling it with some force, it can, as it has the ability to hurt the internal structure, which can lead to bleed. So bleeding from site and internal, and thrombosis defect can occur sometimes. An aortic valve rupture, usage of this tube inside the internal structure, this can lead. And inserting a external module into a human body, sometime infection may occur. So performing IABP should be in very hygienic area. So it will be maintained very hygienic and clean to perform the IABP, to provide the mechanical support to the human body by through to the left ventricle of the heart. And troubleshooting, there will be sometimes there will be no trigger, no inflammation or deflammation will be occurring when it loses its rhythm, heart rhythm. And IABP catheter will be examined, or it will be checked with certain time period, whether it is being working properly, whether the balloon is being balloon is has the ability to expand and shrink when the inflation and deflation is being provided by the machine will be checked according to the time period. So check of IABP catheter will be considered as one of the troubleshooting. And rapid gas loss, some leakage can occur in the balloon due to the rupture of the blood, or due to the working of the balloon against the blood flow. Some gas loss can be occur. When any gas loss is being occurring means we have to remove and replace the balloon immediately. And we have to check the connectivity of IABP, whether it is being connected properly or not. Due to some disconnectivity, IABP has the ability to stop its function. So we have to be very careful. And these are the complication and troubleshooting of IABP. And now we know the exact working and exact process of IABP and how it is being used for the patients. Thank you. Thank you for this opportunity.